What is this car? This is a Ford Mustang. Says so right there. Big car, huh? Not much space in the back. Only 6-seater. 6-seater? What? I can get 10 people into my Toyota Corolla, you know? Anyway, how much is this thing? Well, they start at £50,000. This one's a convertible, so about £54,000. 54,000? Are you crazy? What is the engine made of gold or something? No, of course not. But the engine is a big deal. It's a Coyote 5-litre V8, puts out about 450 brake horsepower. Coyote is a wolf. Mustang is a horse. What is this, a bloody zoo or something? No, it's a muscle car. Muscle. Most important is fuel economy. What does it do? Well, it's not too bad. I've been getting about 23.5 miles per gallon. 23? What the hell, yeah? With fuel prices the way they are, what, you have to sell your kidney to put fuel in this thing? Totally pointless it is. The point? No. Look, this is the point. Listen to this. Huh? Yeah? It's something, right? Something, yeah. But what thing? I cannot think. Why? Because I can't bloody hell myself think, isn't it? Shut it off before you go bankrupt. Oh, come on. This thing rocks. It's one of the coolest new cars that you can buy today. Anyway, you wanted a lift, right? Cool? Are you a damn fool? You will need to take a bank loan to drop me there in this thing. I can take a bus. It costs £1.65. You know, that is less than the price of 1 litre of petrol now. Huh? Plus, when we drive down the road, you will scare small children. They will go pee-pee in their patloons. Huh? And when we get there, you will annoy Javed. Because why? He will have to move both of his Nissans for you to fit one of these horsey wolfy cars. No, man, kids love the Stang, and Javed will too. You know why? Because he's never sat in anything as cool as this. As for fuel, don't worry, I'm not going to be flooring it or racing or anything like that. I just like to cruise in this. The engine really burbles, you know? I'm also burbling. Must be the biryani. Shall I put the roof down? Leave it. Roof, shoof, yaar. I will go by myself. Come on, it's... Some people just don't get it, do they? They think cars are just a means of getting from A to B. They just see a load of metal and some plastic and rubber. They don't understand the emotion, the engagement, what these machines mean to people like us. They look at something like this Mustang and they think it's a pointless waste of money. Whereas to me, this is a kind of perfection when it comes to the motoring experience. They think this is a waste of space. I see this as absolute joy on 4 wheels. It makes me smile when I look at it. It makes me giggle when I start it up, and it charges me up with dopamine when I drive it. Now remember, John Wick didn't kill all those people for a Fiat Panda. He killed them because they stole his Mustang. Okay, and because they killed his dog. Steve McQueen wasn't driving a minivan in Bullet when he chased down the Charger. It was a Stang. And Eleanor, the unicorn in Gone in 60 Seconds, could have been a Maybach. But nah, it had to be a Mustang. And you know what else? I've been saying it for years, but it's truer now than it's ever been. The time is almost up for beasts like this. The fun police are targeting drivers that are out to get us. It's a fact. How dare we actually seek to enjoy the act of driving? It's already getting too expensive to buy, tax, insure, run, and especially fuel a V8 like this. Emissions and sound regulations and legislations are working hard to deaden and mute the throb of such motors. From next month, all new cars in the UK will have mandatory speed limiters. Manual transmissions and the clutch pedal are fast becoming obsolete. In 8 years' time, you won't even be able to buy a new petrol engine car, according to current government plans. There will be a new Mustang, probably next year, and it probably will still have a V8 as well as a 4-cylinder petrol engine, thankfully. It's quite possible it'll be a hybrid, and it's very likely that an electric version of the 2-door will be coming, if not at launch, then very soon after. Don't forget, there already is an electric Mustang. That's the Mach-E. To be fair, the Mustang Mach-E really isn't a bad drive. It's actually quite enjoyable. And as another example, I reviewed an electric BMW i4 Saloon recently, and I've got to confess, it was as much fun to drive as the petrol equivalent. So there is hope. But I can't lie, I'll miss the rumble of this thing. So 2 points to make here. Firstly, if you ever wish to have a car like this V8 Mustang, get it now while you still can. I know it seems a crazy thing to do with the fuel prices the way they are, but you know what? They're only going to get crazier. So just do it. You won't regret it. Secondly, to manufacturers, marketeers, media, and most importantly, the ministries that matter, please remember, cars are not washing machines. They're not white goods. To a lot of us, they represent so much more, to the extent that they contribute to our mental well-being and for some of us to our industry. Don't take that away from us. Don't make it inaccessible. Don't kill off a culture that's been going for over 100 years. There's a quote from English novelist J.G. Ballard from way back in 1971 that I'd like to read to you. The car as we know it is on the way out. To a large extent, I deplore its passing, for as a basically old-fashioned machine, it enshrines a basically old-fashioned idea, freedom. In terms of pollution, noise, and human life, the price of that freedom may be high, but perhaps the car, by the very muddle and confusion it causes, may be holding back the remorseless spread of the regimented electronic society. I think that might already have happened though. Very valid point. Anyway, here's another quote. This is from French writer and philosopher Roland Barthes. I think the cars today are almost the exact equivalent of the great Gothic cathedrals. I mean, the supreme creation of an era conceived with passion by unknown artists and consumed in image, if not in usage, by a whole population which appropriates them as a purely magical object. Magical Mustang? Magical motors? Magical? Yeah, that's the word. Let's keep believing in that magic for as long as they'll let us. So guys, this is my final video with this long-term convertible Ford Mustang. I've been running it for 3 months. You can follow all of my posts on this car by searching for hashtag BCG Ford Mustang and hashtag BCG Long-Termer. And you can also find all the videos, pictures, and written reports on the main blog, which we all find at browncarguy.com. I'll put the link in the description below. Let me know what you thought of the car and my experience with it. I hope you enjoyed all the coverage, and I'll catch you again soon.
A big shout out and thanks to Jay Williams over at Air Technic, who are top tier sponsors of Brown Car Guy. Check them out at Air Technic Co. UK for exhausts, brakes, suspension and body kits. Plus our other major sponsor, Nayagen Solutions. Much appreciation also to tier 4 sponsors, Muhammad Ali Humaid, Tom Conway Gordon and Reza Adil. And of course all these other guys who supporting on Patreon. Brown Car Guy is eternally grateful. Hey, think about joining them over at patreon.com Brown Car Guy. If you can't, don't worry. Just make sure you're subscribing to the YouTube channel and website. Plus follow on social media by searching for Brown Car Guy.